Hello, I am Jonas and welcome to this video where I will show you what the VHDLwhiz membership looks like on the inside. Or how it looks today, I should say, because the membership is not a course. It's a continuously evolving FPGA and VHDL learning experience. New content gets added every month and nothing gets removed, and that is why I charge a monthly subscription fee to access this content instead of a one-time purchase price. And the membership also includes access to a premium Facebook group only for the members of the VHDLwhiz membership community. When you join, you get access to this group where you can talk to me and you can discuss lessons or anything related to VHDL and FPGA design with the other members. Also on the dashboard there are listed tools that will help you and get you started in the VHDLwhiz membership journey. And there's also the publishing schedule to the right hand side here, where you can see that on the first Monday of the month a new tutorial series will appear in the membership, and that's what you are seeing here on the left hand side in the sidebar. These are tutorial series. The third Monday of the month a new resource item will appear on the resources page. We will take a look at that in a few moments, but first let's check out this sidebar with the tutorial series. So I'm going to expand all of the lessons here, and each of these sections are a tutorial series. They are like mini courses, and these are lessons below there. I'm going to expand all of the lessons here so we can see how many there are when you join. I try to keep the videos as short as possible, and most of them are below 10 minutes. So they are not very long, and that is why there are numerous videos and lessons, just to keep you focused and not waste your time. And when you join, there are going to be at least 5 tutorial series. The first one is Delta Cycles in Depth, and this is a series where I teach you how delta cycles work in the VHDL simulator, because it's very important to understand how the VHDL simulator treats signals so that you can effectively design in VHDL. That's why I included this series at first. The next series is about protected types in VHDL. That's the class-like constructs that VHDL uses, and we're going to create a software component, a string list, a dynamic string list in VHDL, just like in Python's string list, only using VHDL. So you will learn how to create object-oriented design in VHDL in that series. And the next series is a system-on-chip design for the Xilinx Z board. And I'm using the Z board here. I'm using a variety of boards, but you don't have to own a specific board. I'm showing how it works on the board, and you can just do it on your computer, do the system-on-chip design and the simulation. You don't have to have the board because I'm showing how it works. If you have the board, it's great, but I'm using different boards here and different vendors also, so it's something for everyone here. In this system-on-chip design, we are passing audio through the Xilinx Zynq FPGA on the Z board using the processor to set up the audio codec chip on the Z board. So it's a system-on-chip design that combines hardware with software in Xilinx Vitus and Xilinx Vivado. Then in the next series, we expand on that. We create an I2S audio interface module, a module in VHDL that reads and writes audio data coming from the audio jack on the Z board. I try to make all of the series independent, so in this series you get to just download the product from this series and get started with that. In this one we create the VHDL code for the module. In the previous one we set up the system-on-chip design, so you can do any of these series independently. That's my goal. And in the last of the 5 tutorial series that are currently available is the I2S BFM and self-checking test bench series. You learn to create a bus functional model and incorporate it in a self-checking test bench that verifies this audio interface module that we created last month. And in this series we don't touch on the device unit test, so you can just download the device unit test. It's an independent series where you learn to create a self-checking test bench using a bus functional model for a serial interface module. And this is what the tutorial series looks like. when you click your way into one of the series, it's an overview of the lessons here with an explanation of what it's in each lesson. And also in the sidebar you can see your progress here. And if I click my way into one of these lessons or two of them, we can see how they look like inside. They are video lessons. At the top of the page there's going to be a video where I explain everything, and there may be a downloadable if there are something to download from that lesson below the video. And there's going to be explanation for this video, links that are relevant, and diagrams and charts, and VHDL code if that is applicable. So let's see the other lesson. Here we are coding, so there should be some VHDL code here. Yeah, the VHDL code that we changed in this lesson. And at the bottom of each lesson page there's going to be a comment section where you can comment and ask questions to me. If you don't want to use the premium Facebook group and just want to ask about a specific lesson, you can post your comment here and I will see it and answer it. So that's how a lesson looks like, and a tutorial series. And we can also have a look at the next page, the news page. It simply lists all of the new items that are published. I also send you an email every time I publish a new resource twice a month. You can also check the news page to see that you haven't missed anything. And the resources page is the other kind of deliverable we have in the membership. It contains different types of resources: templates, example designs, example test benches, printables, and installation guides. I think there are 43 resources at the moment right now. So the templates are code snippets and things like that, files that you can use to save time in your work. If you need, for example, the template for blockgram, you can go in here and you can choose this one. And you can download the file or just copy the file here, the template file, if you need that in your design. Next resource category is example designs. And here are example designs for different kind of VHDL implementations. For example, if you want to have a sine wave generator, you can click this example design here, and you can see the entity that it uses, and you can download the example project that you can run in ModelSim or implement on the FPGA if that is applicable. The next resource category is example test benches, and here I show a different test bench strategy, like a tickle-driven test bench, or using image processing, or using text I/O, or constrained random verification, or the last one here, how to print long numbers effectively in VHDL. So you can download them and run them in your simulator. In ModelSim, there's a project included in each of these. And then the next resource category is the printables. They are like PDFs that you can download and print, cheat sheets and these kind of things. You can download a high-res PDF every time I publish one of these kind of resources. Installation guides, they are walkthroughs for how you can install the software on Windows and Linux, so that you don't have to waste time trying to understand how to set up the software. I'm showing you everything here in these exclusive tutorials, these walkthroughs. And then the next page here is the core training page. You can see there's a button here, start core training. This will disappear after you do all of the core training lessons. Let's click this one. I have created this core training series to welcome you into the membership and to show you how it works and make the onboarding process as smooth as possible. And also I talk about the 5 stages of VHDL proficiency in the membership, because in the membership we use 5 different stages to classify your understanding of VHDL and FPGA design. And these are loosely defined but still quite precise stages of your skill level. This is a continuously evolving page. I want to classify your skill level into 5 stages so that you can more effectively focus on the parts that matter to you at the skill level that you are on. When you click each of these, you're going to get to a questionnaire which you can do, and it will help you determine your skill level so that you can know what you are going to focus on in the membership. Now the membership is for intermediate and advanced users. You have to be past the absolute beginner stage, but I try to make everything as relevant as possible to most people that are not beginners. Okay, that's a quick walkthrough of the membership portal. Remember, if you join now, you will lock in the price at the quoted price. It will never go up for you if you just keep renewing your subscription, and if you want to cancel, you can do that at any time. There's no lock-in. Okay, I hope to see you on the inside, and thank you for watching.